All right, what is going on, everybody? Nitro Freak here, back with a live stream. I don't know how long I'm going to go with this, but we're here to discuss Eagles and everything else, not necessarily sports related. There's a lot of things going on in the world right now. I'm going to have some special guests come on whenever. I mean, I'll be sending out a link to people of interest. It depends on when people are available, and yeah, let's get things going. But how's your guys' weekend going? Because mine began really early and I am very, very bored. I'm at home doing absolutely nothing, and I'll be doing this for a while to keep me company. I'm sorry about the lighting in the back. It's the only position I could have had it. Um, but yeah, there's a lot of things that happened with the Philadelphia Eagles this week. We got Darius Slay. We're looking at Yannick. We're still looking at the wide receiver position. So, there's a lot of things that we could do as a franchise right now, but right now I'm just taking it one step at a time. I just gotta fix something real quick, and then I'll answer you guys' questions. But yeah, there's a lot of things that are going on right now in the franchises. Wait, what the fuck am I doing? 1 second, guys. I just gotta fix something. I've been off since 12 today, and I've been doing absolutely nothing. This is just a really random live stream to discuss what's going on. All right, got to put that on. That's important. There you go. Bada bing, bada boom, and we should be good. All right, cool. So yeah, basically we're discussing the acquisition of Darius Slay. We paid him a 3-year contract of $50 million. That is a lot for a cornerback. So, I think it was $50 million if I'm not, or it could be, yeah, I think it was 50 mil. Oh, I'm at work. Yeah, Zop might tune in later. But we gave a lot to a cornerback that, you know what? His own coach said that he wasn't great. He was just good. So that's something you got to look into. But you know what? It is what it is. I'm happy we finally got a shutdown cornerback, and I'm not complaining. So it is what it is. As for Yannick from the Jacksonville Jaguars, that is a guy that I'm going to go out of my way. And what I mean out of my way, I'm going to go on Twitter, and I have notifications set up for whenever he tweets something. I'm going to go out of my way to try to get that guy in midnight green, because that guy is a guy that we not only need for this year, but for the future. Brandon Graham's getting old. I understand this. And the guy has 32 and a half sacks already, and he's 24 years old. This is a guy you could replace with Brandon Graham that's a lot better than Brandon Graham, in my opinion. And that's a guy I really want to go after, like right now. And you know what? I would give up. I might give up a first rounder for him. I'm not going to lie to you, because that is some Ray Lewis type shit. I'm not even going to lie to you. And that's a guy I'd pretty much pay for. I would. We could have had Gurley. Here's the thing about Gurley. I'm going to be honest when it comes to Todd Gurley. He was a great player back in the 2017, 2018 seasons. But when you get arthritis in your knee, I don't even think it was one knee. I think it's both knees. When you get arthritis in your knee, you're never the same again. You just aren't. You're never the same again. And he's just going to be a mediocre running back from here on out. It's a shame because he got paid big in Los Angeles and didn't even last that long. It's a shame. The guy's only 25 years old. But running backs usually go downhill the quickest, and that's just a prime example of that. It is what it is. It happens. Still working my job clothes. Currently walking the streets of West Pittsburgh. Yeah, I'm still working, dude. I'm still working. Thank God every day, too, because I get to bank up money. Not only do I get to bank up money, but I get to bank up money and I don't spend it. Those are the two best things you can do in life, is bank money and don't spend it. So I'm very happy. I'm very grateful. And, I'm going to be the one laughing. Now, I hate that people are out of work. I really do. But I have to put myself in this position right now and see how blessed I am right now. Because I get to, like I said, I get to bank up money. And when this is all said and done, I'll have a lot of it to either spend or just invest in. So, there's definitely sucks not being able to go to a bar or a casino or anything like that. But I just see it as an opportunity to seize, So, like I said, it sucks for everyone out of work right now. That's not fun. Abel Torres says, yo, what's up? What's up, Abel? How you doing? What's up, Loopy? What's up, Jake? What's up, Cameron? Dougie Fresh, should McLeod give up 23? It really depends. It really depends if that's what Slay wants. Slay is a better player than McLeod, but McLeod earned a Super Bowl here, so that's something you have to look after. Trey Mills, what's up? Final Flash said, what's up? You guys could have had Gurley. I just talked about that. Go to work then, Nitro. You're at home. Yeah, I'm at home because I deserved to be at home because I don't work weekends. I work 5 days a week. I got off at 12 today, fortunately, because what happened was I put in for March Madness originally, and March Madness obviously got canceled. So I decided to just stay at home. Why not? Everyone's quarantined but me, so why not just stay at home? That's the scary thing about the virus. Well, the scary thing about the virus, I still think it's not that big of a deal, but you don't know if you have it. Like, you could have it, I could have it, anyone could have it. You just don't know until you get tested. But the thing about the test is they take this big ass thing that looks like a giant ass stick and they stick it up your nose till it like basically touches your brain. And it just looks so uncomfortable and so yeah, it just looks uncomfortable, and that's something that I don't feel is. I think it's necessary if you actually have the symptoms, but if you don't have the symptoms, I just don't. I think it's avoidable, and I don't know. It just looks weird to me. Aaron Judge has a collapsed lung. That's great news. Oh, we lit. Yo, what's up, Big Simple? How you doing? Everything gets affected though, bro. I mean, listen, Loopy, we have to talk about this real quick because obviously this is an Eagles talk, but we have to talk about this to an extent because obviously the coronavirus is affecting everything. It says everything gets affected, though. It gets affected to an extent because everyone's out of work. But when everyone's out of work and there's nothing open, it's not like you're paying for anything anyway. You'll be paying for rent still, but I feel like they should shut that down for now because everyone's out of work. Now they're going to be sending people that are employed that make less than $75,000 a year a check of $1,000, I believe. So whoever is on the books and is employed and pays rent, you guys will be fine in the next month. But for the people that aren't on the books, you're not going to get money. So there's that. It killed 0.015 people in the so far who got it. Listen, I follow statistics to an extent. I'm not one of those people that reads too much into the news because the news fabricates a ton of things and they just go out there to scare people. So I just don't really go into the news that much when it comes down to stuff like that. I'm sorry, I just don't. People look to the news for everything, and that's why they get manipulated all the time. And that's just something I just don't do. Stop promoting right-wing talking points. I'm going to promote whatever the fuck I want because this is my channel. If you don't like it, get the hell out of here. And you're a Giants fan, so who gives a shit? Sports Maniac, Trump 2020. Listen, I'm literally right dab in the middle when it comes to politics. I mean, I'm not a big political junkie, but when it comes to what's going on in the country, I'm going to give you my honest opinion. And some people don't like honesty. And I just give you honesty 24/7. That's just what I do. That's how I bring things. That's how I get shit done. And, a lot of people don't like honesty. I tell how it is 24/7. And a lot of people have to understand that. I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. And that's all there is to it. But how do you guys out there like the acquisition of Darius Slay? I want to hear you guys out there. Even the Giants fans, how do you guys like that? The numbers doubled and tripled in NYC last 3 days. Honestly, we have to lock it down. If we can't slow it down, it's just a fact. Yeah, we have to lock it down, but you can't shut everything down. You can't shut like restaurants down with food. Like you could shut bars down, but you can't shut restaurants down because restaurants with takeout, people rely on that. So to an extent, I agree. But other than that, yeah, you can't just shut everything down. He's a Cowboys fan, at least. Of course, he's going to say that. No, Robert Smith is a Giants fan. Jamie Boswell, what's up, man? All right. Let's see what's happening over here real quick. We getting Yannick, yes or no? I hope so. I'm going to try my best to do whatever I can. And, of course, Philly 500 is live while I am. So that tells me why he's not in the chat right now. Or not the chat, the stream right now. That's all right, though. He's keeping up to date with everything, so that's cool. Maybe he'll come in later. I don't even know when he started, to be honest with you. I just checking up now. Yeah, he must have. Did he start a long? No, he started 20 minutes ago. He started before I did. Slay is average. Okay. Chrono Cowboy, what's up, Nitro? I think Darius Slay. Wait, I didn't see that one. Maybe you took it. I think Darius Slay will be great for you guys. Top 10 corner my eyes. A lot of people are saying top 5. So that's, yeah. I was talking about Snoop Dogg. Yeah, Snoop Dogg is a front runner. He likes all the great teams. Trump right now is letting the mayor and the governor do the dirty work. He has to shut it down. There's a lot of cases in my town, and people are still walking around and shit. Everyone can get it. Everyone can have it. All right. I can have it. You can have it right now. You won't know until you get tested. But the thing is that it really affects old people. It affects old people to the point where it will literally kill an old person if they have health issues already. But it's one of those sneaky viruses because it sneaks up on you, and you have no symptoms when you first get it, for the most part. And I guess that's the scary part. But a lot of people feel fine when they get it. It's weird. It's very weird. But that's what happens sometimes, guys. You gotta take precautions seriously. All right. And as there are 14 people in it right now, hit that thumbs up button. Do me a favor and share this stream around. We're going to be on here for a long time. It's basically just another Q&A. It's another Q&A, but we're going to talk Eagles. We're going to talk sports. We're going to talk everything going on in the world. This is a stream just for entertainment for me and for you. So it's one of those things where you just you just ask questions if you want. Yo, Nitro, what's the point of getting Slay and letting go of Malcolm? I feel like we're in the same place in the secondary. You kind of had to. That's a good one. You kind of had to get rid of Malcolm Jenkins, and I understand it now. At first, I didn't understand it, but I understand it now because Malcolm Jenkins is 33 years old, and he was trying to command a lot of money. And 4 years to get up to 37 years at the end of your contract, you don't know what kind of player you're going to get at the end of those 4 years. And usually when you're 37 years old, you're old as dirt when it comes to playing safety in the NFL. And he's not going to be playing every down, every snap at that point. So for a business move, it was actually a good job for Howie Roseman to kick the wheels off and just get rid of him. They wanted to transition Jalen Mills to safety anyway. So why not get started sooner than later? You know what I'm saying? So move Jalen to safety, bring in Slay for your cornerback, use Sidney Jones as your other side, and putting someone there in the slot. It's that simple. I don't know what you're gonna do. Rasul Douglas, what are you gonna do? Obviously with McLeod you have. So I don't know what you're gonna do there, but we're actually in a better position, to be honest with you, because we were not giving Jenkins 4 years until he was 37 years old. It was just not happening. So I actually like the move from Howie Roseman there. And, as much as I've bashed Howie Roseman in the past and in the present, he's actually been doing a decent job, believe it or not. And we'll see where it goes from there. Why Tinky Winky? I don't know what he's talking about. Hi from Middle Asia. It's 3:29 a.m. in Kazakhstan. Hey, what's up, man? I can't read your name, but welcome to the stream. I'll be on here for a long time. I don't know how many viewers I'm going to get, but, in order to build the channel, I have to be on here for a long time. I'm here to entertain the people and get my name out there. So I'll be here for a long time. You're not as popular as you used to be. I've always been in the middle, to be honest with you. I was never really, really popular, and I was never not popular. I was always in the middle. People watch. As long as people watch, I don't really care. I'll never be up there with EDP. I'll never be up there with Philly 500. I'll never be up there with those guys. I'm just a guy that likes to talk on the camera and entertain people. Always have been, always will be. Unlike Maxwell, who came from defense juggernaut, Slay didn't and is a better evaluation of talent. Yeah, I'm not disagreeing. And you guys have to remember something that populars used to be. You guys have to remember something. I pull in 300 to 600 views per streamer video. All right. I've been on here since 2011. You know how long that is? That is 9 years come this October. I've been on here. Been on the same channel doing the same exact thing. All right. And I still pull in those kind of views. All right. So I must be doing something right. People I'll give you an example. People like Philly 500, people like Lord Brunson, they're new. They're new to the field. They joined YouTube in the last 3 years. All right. They're new. So it's like something fresh. It's fresh. It's a breath of fresh air for those guys because all they do is talk about the Eagles. Their Eagles content is just based on everyday topics. You know what I'm saying? The thing I came in here as a YouTuber was to join this thing called the TTC, and that's where you just trash talk people. All right, I didn't come in here as an Eagles content creator. All right, it was completely something different. Now I tried to flip it, but at that point, I was just a person that went with the flow. I didn't really put so much time and effort into it. I just did it on. I just like went with the flow. And these people are working hard. Philly 500, Lord Brunson, they're working hard. Like they're making logos, they're making merchandise. Like I don't care about merchandise. Like what the hell do I do? Got to do merchandise for? I don't think I will be like. For me, merchandise should be someone that is above 100,000 subscribers. Like if you're making merchandise just getting 10,000 subscribers, it's like you're thinking you're something you're not. You know what I'm saying? Like 10,000 people are subscribed to you daily, not a million. You know what I'm saying? Like if someone sees your logo right here, they're going to be like, what the fuck is that? Like, who is that? Is that their sister or brother? Like they don't know who you are. You know what I'm saying? So merchandise when you're at 10,000 subs, I feel like is a bit overkill. But if you see an example, if you see a reason to make money, go for it. I just see it as, you think you're better than what you actually are, and you're giving merchandise at that low of a number. Because believe it or not, 10,000 is a low number. 10,000 is a low number compared to 100,000 or 500,000 or a million. It's a low number. You don't get a play button until you hit 100,000 subscribers, and that's an achievement. 10,000 isn't really an achievement. It's more of like a starting point. Now I'm at like 5,000 something, but I gained 300 subs since November. Now, do I see myself as successful on here? No. But the people that I have on here, the people that follow me, they make me what I am, to where I can broadcast and put out my opinions on whatever basis I choose to come on here, And that's all I basically try to do. I try to entertain the people that I have, like the 5,000 people that I have or whoever watch. Those are the people I try to entertain on a daily basis. Now, do I think I could talk for a long time? Do I think I could entertain people for a long time? Yeah, the other night I was on here for 2.5 hours. I feel like I entertained people the whole time. But no, I'm not. Going back to the point, I just feel like unless you have over 100,000 subscribers, you're not really anything. You know what I'm saying? You're just like, you're starting. That's just my honest opinion. Built a brand, though merchandise is completely overbuilt. Yeah, building a brand and having merchandise are two completely different things. You got to build your brand first and let it grow until you hit something big, and then you do merchandise. That's when you do merchandise. That's not building your business right. Is when people know you, then you sell merchandise. That's good business, and a lot of people do it wrong, unfortunately. Frostin one, what's up? What's up, Frostin? How you doing, buddy? I think that's Trevor. I'm not sure. I think that's Trevor, though. Joey Shakes is underrated. Thank you so much. Joey Shakes is vastly underrated, and he has come a long way from when he first started. That's a guy that's trying to do it right. He has only 5,000 subscribers. He should have a lot more than 5,000 subscribers with how much work he does. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say I do the bare minimum when it comes to work, but, when it comes to Eagles content, I'm not really like your first on the scene Eagles content guy. Like there's too many people that try to break the news first. And I'm just not one of those guys anymore. I've been on here for way too long. And plus, when it comes to the team, I didn't really like the direction of the team. So I wouldn't say I was boycotting the team, but I was like not as on track with what everything was going on because I didn't like the moves the team was making. Like I thought it was going in the wrong direction. Now I feel like we're going in the right direction. So we'll see what happens. You watch boxing, right? I do. I watch boxing. Murphy's on TV, right? Big. All right, so here's a breaking news from my friend Ant. Murphy is on TV right now in New Jersey, saying he will have a big announcement tomorrow on new regulations tomorrow morning, which will take effect tomorrow night. All right, so that's big if you live in New Jersey. So we'll see what happens there. But as for right now, yeah. Logo is good. You should make one simple for this podcast. I might get into it. I just the thing with me is I want to have a co-host. You know what I'm saying? Like I like talking alone. I feel like I could talk alone for days. I just feel like it would be a more entertaining podcast if I could talk to someone from somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like they have to have the same like chemistry as me. They have to have the same entertainment factor as me. Like it's hard to find a co-host with the same kind of traits that you have. And I feel like that's a big issue for a lot of people, not just me. Logo and intro is not a bad thing. Merchandise is okay. I think 60,000 subscribers for merchandise is a good number. It could be. It really all depends. I don't feel like there really is a sky, um, but 10,000 is too low. It's way too low. He took Javon Hargraves away from my Steelers. Yeah, it's a good pickup too. What do you think of the? He's talking about Robert Smith. I'm in New Jersey. Cameron said, yeah. So there's gonna be regulations tomorrow night, starting tomorrow night. So that's something we have to keep a lookout for because it could affect a lot. It could affect a ton. By the way, people people that are in here right now, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. There's 12 people in here. It's a good number for 5 o'clock. We'll try to get those numbers up. But for right now, there's other Eagles YouTubers broadcasting right now that are bigger than me. So when they go away, I feel like those viewers will come in here. But they get the first priority because obviously they started before me and they have like 20,000 subscribers. So that's obviously something that I'm gonna have to build up. I have no hate for those guys. I like a lot of them, and they're doing work. You and Desert compliment each other. I think I like Desert Eagle. The thing is, like some of his jokes are actually just kind of corny. But other than that, he could be a really good podcaster. Like he could. And the thing was, I wanted to get Darius on here a lot more. Like Darius, YouTube Darius. I want to get him on here a lot more. So we'll see what he's doing later on. I live in California and it's mostly locked down so far, the virus. Yeah, I know. They said in the next 24 hours, right? How would you feel if you got Julio Jones? I would trade Zach Ertz for Julio Jones straight up right now. I would do that right now. And a lot of people have problems with that. Don't really understand it. But it happens. It happens. Some people are really, really loyal to their players, and sometimes you just don't want to give up those players. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. It's one of those things. Especially this franchise. This franchise and these fans don't like to give up their players. I don't know what it is. The fans have turned like back when it was 2008, the fans used to be like brutal and like cutthroat. Right after we won the Super Bowl, I feel like this new wave of fans came in and they just became soft. It's a little weird, but it's something you have to put up with as a diehard Eagles fan, unfortunately. And it happens. Ertz and a second for Julio. It would probably take that, and honestly, I would do it. Ertz for Julio straight up, I don't think would work. And a lot of Eagles fans wouldn't do that even if it did work, which is completely mind-blowing to me. So, I don't know, you look at both their stats and you're like, well, yeah, obviously. But it's weird. I never got it. Never got it. Nitro, explain to the people and them, tell them Philly Goddard is better than Ertz. Well, I think Goddard has the potential to be better than Ertz. I really do. I like Dallas better than Zach. I do too. Zach doesn't block. He runs the same route over and over and over again. They use him as a wide receiver, a slower wide receiver, it seems like. He's always Carson Wentz's first read, which makes me feel that Carson doesn't play up to his potential because he's always reading on Zach Ertz, and Zach Ertz doesn't stretch the field. And with that, you have to kind of look at things like that because I don't like it. I personally feel like it slows down the offense. So I don't know. Philly Goddard better than Ertz. Yeah. I agree. I think Goddard's going to be better than Ertz. I really do. I'm not saying Ertz is trash. I'm just saying he's not what the fans hype him up to be. Every single year, they do that with one player, and it happens to be him right now. Clowney would have been good too, but he wants a lot of money. See, the thing with Clowney is he's a good player, but he hasn't really earned the money that he's trying to go out there and ask. Like, he was the number one pick overall. He wants $20 million a year. He hasn't earned that, and that's the problem. What about Ertz for a second and OBJ? I would do that as well. I think OBJ is a much better player than Zach Ertz. I really do. I truly, truly, truly believe that. Actually, I'll give some credit for this. I live in Teaneck, New Jersey, in Bergen County at the community college. They have a testing site set up there. Yeah, they have a testing site set up a lot of places, but unfortunately, they don't have testing for everybody. and that is the biggest problem. That's what I dislike about Wentz and Ertz chemistry. Yeah, he's a first read all the time, and that kills a lot. That kills a lot of momentum on our offense, believe it or not. Julio is too old. If we trade Zach, it's got to be for a top 10 pick. You're not going to get a top 10 pick for Zach Ertz. You're not going to. He's not worth that much. Haven't been there, but I hope all the older people actually don't feel good or getting attention first. I agree with that. I feel like old people should go first to get tested. We could have had Andre Hopkins. Yes, we could have. We could have, but Howie didn't pull the trigger for whatever reason. Dine, how about you? Cop Hizzle, if you were in here before, you would see and realize that I've been on here since 2011, and those people are a breath of fresh air. So they will obviously get views over me. I've been doing the same thing since 2011. It's nearly 9 years now, and I still pull in 300 to 600 views. People still watch me, but you pull the same act. And to be completely honest with you, bro, you need to grow up because you're going to be fucking 50 by this time in, 17 years? And you're still going to be doing the same thing, and people are just going to – I don't even know. I don't even care. Like, you're just, like, so boring now. You're so lame, and – to be completely honest with you, I don't really care what you have to say. You can put down anyone you want, but hey, 15 views is better than nothing. 15 views is better than nothing. And I'll be on here for a while. So once those live streams end, they'll be coming to me. So that's just how I see it. I guess once his first read should be a practice squad wide receiver. I mean, I like Greg Ward, don't get me wrong, but a lot of people view Greg Ward as this guy that could take over an offense. And I'm not one of those guys. I feel like Greg Ward should be a Taysom Hill type of player, to where we just convert him into a quarterback when we necessarily need to use him. You know what I'm saying? Like a Taysom Hill. And I feel like he would work best on this offense like that. You can't go ahead next season using him as a prime wide receiver because on this level, he's just not a wide receiver that could be consistent like that. He's not. He's a good player, don't get me wrong, but he looked a lot better because we didn't have much last year, and it made him look a lot better. So people need to disregard that. But for now, I like what Greg Ward did last year, but he's still going to be on the team. Why are Giants fans in here? Because they can't get away from me. Cup is still talking trash in 2020. Yeah, because he doesn't get away from his old shtick, and that's why he only has 6,000 subscribers. When did he start? 2006, 14. He has 6,000. So I mean, he's not very good. Like, he gets the views because people like to see people bitch and complain, but his sky is pretty much his sky. It's done. He hit the ceiling. I like it that grocery stores are allowing an hour for elderlies only. Yeah, I mean, I didn't really read much into that. I kind of got sick of it, but every single moment I'm going to go, well, not every single moment, but every now and then I'll go check out the news and see the update on the coronavirus. But I don't really like to watch the news. I think the news fabricates a lot, to be honest with you. But that's what they do. They're good at doing it, and they're going to continue to do it. Unfortunately. All right. I'm only here to talk football and not trash talking. I don't care. You can trash talk. If people trash talk me, I'm just going to rebuttal. I'll rebuttal, and I'll come with facts most of the time, What's up, Rob? How you doing? How you doing without the bars, buddy? It's tough. It's tough out there. I would actually love nothing more than to be sitting down at the bar right now. I don't know what I'd be drinking, but being at a bar would be one of the best things going on right now. But unfortunately, I'm stuck at home because of the stupid virus. So it is what it is. It really is what it is. But, there's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing you could do about it. We're all in the same situation, and hopefully I'm entertaining you somehow, But I don't know. All right. Teofimo or Loma? I think Loma is the most overrated boxer in the game right now. Loma has faced literally nobody's, and he has one loss on his record. I know it was early on in his career, but he's faced nobody so far. If you put him up against someone that, I don't know, if you put him up against someone like, I don't know if he's in his weight class, but someone like Triple G, I feel like Triple G would expose him. Even though Triple G is getting older, I feel like he'd expose Loma. So I just think Loma's overrated. And some people rank him as the best boxer in the world. And I just don't see it. I don't see it. Can Mills be an elite safety? Let's get him to see what he can do at safety first before we put some titles on there. But can he? I mean, I guess he can. I don't know. I mean, I know they wanted to transition him there for years, but they really haven't had a reason to. You know what I'm saying? Because we had Jenks there. So can Mills be an elite safety? Let's see what happens. We'll see. Who do you think will be a cornerback 2? Sidney Jones will be cornerback 2. I think Phantom McCoy nailed that right on the head. Cattle Dog says, "Hey, what's up, Cattle Dog? How you doing?" Another YouTuber that has been here a while. Yeah, that's what I thought. Triple G is 30 pounds heavier. Now, if Loma put on some weight, that would be a match I'd like to see because stylistically they're almost the same, honestly. But yeah, that's kind of what I thought. I haven't been really paying attention recently, but I do watch boxing. The last boxing match I watched was Fury versus Wilder, so I really have to get back into the game. But I'll keep up to date with it. Sydney, how's North Jersey? I'm in Central Jersey actually. I'm a little bit outside Trenton, so yeah. I mean, I'm a little bit outside Trenton, so I don't really have the full effect of it. I know there's a lot of North Jersey dealing with it. I know there's a lot of like NYC dealing with it. They just had a lockdown in NYC, so they're dealing with it a lot. But like right now, I'm not really like I feel fine, to be honest with you. What I think of I see, I'm not really that invested into the boxing game. I don't know all these up and comers. I know this one guy named Ryan Garcia though. He is going to be an absolute freak of nature. His hands and striking ability is top notch, and he's only 21 years old. Ryan Garcia is going to be the next big thing in boxing. Loma versus Javante Davis. Javante Davis would smoke Loma, literally smoke. We might be getting locked down here tonight. Yeah, it's possible. And they were talking about Jersey getting locked down too within the next couple of days. So we'll see. I don't know what's going to happen, but they're treating it like it's World War fucking II or the plague. I don't know. Trade Ertz for Julio? Yeah, I would have done that yesterday. But unfortunately, it would take a lot more because we're not going to get Julio Jones for Zach Ertz straight up. It's not going to happen. Del Pitt, the safety from LSU. Oh, you're talking about football. I haven't been watching LSU. I mean, I watch college football, but I don't know all the players' names like that. I'd have to go do some research, look at some film, and see what's up. But you just gave me a name to look at, so I'll go look at them. What's up, Nitro? Sorry I'm late. It's all right, Nicholas. There's no need to be sorry. You can just join whenever you want. I'm going to be on here for a long, long, long time because I don't have to be at my friends until like 11 o'clock at night. So maybe I'll be on here until 11 o'clock at night. So that's all there is to it. Don't be sorry. There's no need to be sorry. Let's see if Philly's still on the stream so he can come join. Because I texted him earlier. What's up, Sheldon? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, he's still on there. Let me see something. All right, 17 people in here right now. We just passed the half-hour mark already. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, share it around if you can, and thank you guys for joining the stream. I really appreciate it. He's like a top 2 safety. I think he's number 1. So you think he's going to be like a top 10 pick in this draft? I'm driving, can't chat. It's all right, Cattle. That's fine. I understand. California is under quarantine now. The Florida Keys are also under quarantine starting Sunday. Good. It should have been under quarantine a long time ago, and the governor was a complete dipshit. I think it's Rick Scott. He's a complete dipshit and had people out on the beaches for this long. You know, they got nothing accomplished. People were not listening, and it just made matters worse down there. So now, hopefully, they took the hint. Hopefully, they take this with action. You know, it's stupid. You know, allowing the beaches to be around that long. Open that long. It's dumb. How do I feel about Darius Slay? I like the pickup. I don't love the pickup. Darius Slay, I think we paid a lot for him, like a little bit too much for him, but whatever. It's better than what we had, I guess. What would be better if it was 100% sure that Ferguson could be fight is on without question? Okay. Yeah, I know. I think it is on. I think the Khabib Ferguson fight is on, but that's going to be the only fight on the card. I hate Rick Scott. Yeah, I heard a lot of people that does. Hey, I'm out Nitro. Phone about to die. Take care, bro. See you later, Darius. This guy keeps saying the same question over and over and over again, or response over and over and over again, and I disregard it. Like, who cares what Snoop Dogg says? Snoop Dogg is the most bandwagon fan of all time. Most bandwagon fan of all time, like, by far. You think we move up in the draft? No, I don't. I think we stay put. I hope we draft a wide receiver, but I don't know. At this point, I have no idea. No idea. Oh, man. It's been a long week, guys. It's been a very long week. Oh, man. Yo, what's up, Matt? How you doing? Snoop has the worst sports takes of all time, and then Skip. Yeah. Snoop's pretty bad with it. Let me look at something real quick. Hold on one second. Let me check out. I haven't seen something. Okay, yeah, that's accurate. Okay, let's see something right here. Hopkins and CeeDee Lamb for the Cards. They're talking about CeeDee Lamb going as the first wide receiver now. So I wouldn't be shocked if the Cards got CeeDee Lamb. I would like to get CeeDee Lamb personally, but I don't know. Maybe the fact that you guys got DeAndre Hopkins now and Larry Fitzgerald lined up at the other side, maybe you guys don't go after him now. So maybe it helped us out. Who knows? My job is not shutting down, even if the state shut down, because we're essential. I'd rather work at home than stay home. Me too. Do you think the Eagles are going to make more moves? We'll see. I mean, right now, I'm not expecting much, but at the same time, I wouldn't be mad if they didn't either. So. And goodbye. Boom, boom, boom. Man. Is Carson Wentz better than Dak Prescott? Is that even a question? Yes, he is. Dak Prescott is trying to get $40 million a year. Now, I respect him for trying to reach for that much money, but that's what he's doing. He's reaching. He's never going to get it. And I don't know what the Cowboys are going to do because they're kind of in a ransom right now with him. So that's a tough one. It's a tough one to figure out, but I'm all for it because Dak Prescott's not going to bring that team anywhere. Would you trade Zach Ertz and next year's first and a third to get CeeDee Lamb? It's too much. It's way too much, Sheldon. Your buddy's asking way too much. It's way too much. Trading Zach Ertz alone might get you CeeDee Lamb. Because CeeDee Lamb, we don't know. He's a project. We don't know. He hasn't played at the professional level yet. I feel like he's going to be a beast. But you got to go off of what's happened right now. You know what I'm saying? Like DeAndre Hopkins, everyone knows he's a beast, but they decided to give him away for nothing, and that was odd. That was a little odd to me. I would trade Zach in a fourth. For CeeDee Lamb, it's still too much. I would trade Zach straight up for CeeDee Lamb. That's what I would do. Straight up for CeeDee Lamb, I would trade Ertz away because I feel like that's a fair trade. But you can't trade anything more than that. It would just be Zach for CeeDee Lamb. Zach is worth every penny. Give it to Dallas. He's not. I know. I see the laughing emoji though, so you definitely weren't serious about that. Still have hope for JJ? No. Arcega-Whiteside sucks. And as soon as the Eagles realize it, the better off they'll be. JJ Arcega-Whiteside, not only could he not catch the ball against the Lions to potentially win the game, his route running is some of the worst I've ever seen, and you cannot fix route running. You cannot. Either you have it or you don't, especially in the NFL. JJ is a bust, and they should move on from him right now. I could see him taking Derek Brown at 4 because he's obsessed with defensive tackles for some odd reason. Who are we talking about? Are we talking about the Giants? I would think so. How would you feel about the Eagles taking Jerry Jeudy? I wouldn't like it personally. I don't. All right, so here's the deal between Eagles fans. Eagles fans either want Ruggs or Jeudy. I don't want either of them. All right, I want Jefferson from LSU or CeeDee Lamb from Oklahoma. Now, if I'm gonna pick a wide receiver from Alabama, I'm gonna prefer Jeudy over Ruggs because Ruggs is all speed, and Jeudy has the whole package. But I'd prefer 2 other wide receivers over Jeudy, and that is CeeDee Lamb or Jefferson. Because Ruggs is all speed, literally all speed. He's nothing more. He's in the spotlight because he plays at the University of Alabama. He's on TV every single week. Have I seen 40-Year-Old Version? Yeah, I have. It's a good movie. If they take it Derek Brown at 4, they'll be all drug tested. Yeah. He's a body catcher. This isn't high school, bro. Yeah, you can't catch with your body at this level. You need to catch on stride. You need to catch up here, over here, maybe a little bit out here. You cannot catch with your body because when you catch with your body, you won't be able to run as quick as you possibly can from a defender immediately. You have to take a couple more steps than that one step you would have to take on the run. You know what I'm saying? While you catch out here. It's common knowledge. It's science. That's exactly what it is. It's science. And you can't catch with your body in the NFL unless you're in the end zone already. Other than that, you have to learn how to catch with your hands. I like CD, but we need the speed, though. I love CD. I would go for CD right now. I want Jefferson, but I'm an LSU fan, so I wouldn't mind Jefferson or Delbert safety. I would love Jefferson. I really would. You can't teach speed, though. You can teach route running. Yeah, but speed doesn't always accumulate to catching the ball. You know, catching the ball at the professional level is 10 times more difficult, and this is a fact. It's 10 times more difficult under pressure than you are in college. 100%, because the speed of the game is that much is lightning quick, like snap of the finger. It's quicker. It's a ton quicker. And you saw it with Nelson Aguilar. Nelson Aguilar was highly touted coming out of college, and he can't catch the ball because it's a quick game, and the pressure is like this high. You know, some people just can't adapt to it. Am I surprised that Nelson Aguilar is still on the team? No, not really, because he won us a Super Bowl. You know, he had some big catches in that game. So I'm not surprised at all. At all. T. Higgins? Maybe. Jamar Chase. You want Jamar Chase next year? Decent name. Shit. Who the hell is that? What player from the other 3 NFC East teams do you really like? I like Saquon Barkley on the Giants. On the Washington Redskins, I like McLaurin, the wide receiver. And from the Cowboys, I like, if I had to pick one player to like, Van Der Esch. Those are 3 players I like. If I had to like them. Yeah, Van Der Esch is a beast. That's big if true. All right, 45 minutes in here so far, guys. We're going to try to go for a very long time today. I don't know. I have nothing better to do. So, I'll be on here for a while. But as you guys are in here, hit that thumbs up button. Let's try to get to our goal for right now of 25 likes. It's probably going to be tough to do right now since there are only 15 people in here right now. But let's try to get to 25 likes for now. We're 45 minutes in. And thank you guys so much for tuning into this stream. Todd Gurley siding with Atlanta. Yeah, it's Todd Gurley's. That's another thing. A lot of people think Todd Gurley has something left. Todd Gurley has nothing left. He's 25 years old and he has nothing left whatsoever. Todd Gurley has arthritis in not one but both of his knees. And when you have arthritis, that means that one day you can go at your full capability, which means he's 25 and he could burst on the scene. He really could because he's young. But when that arthritis shows up, you can't do anything. So it's a huge risk factor for Atlanta, and that's what they're banking on. They're banking on him to stay healthy the whole season. And arthritis can show up out of nowhere, and then you're done. So that's why they got rid of him. He's done. Would you have kept Jordan Howard? No, I've said it numerous times. I think Jordan Howard was done. Jordan Howard could never stay healthy. He was out 8 games for us, including the playoff. No, we didn't play him in the Giants game. He was out 8 games. He wasn't reliable. Nitro Falcons have done a hell of a job dumping dead weight and additions. Yep. Disagree. They added 2 players from the Rams that just don't have it anymore. And the Falcons aren't doing the right thing, to be honest with you. But, you're going to disagree with me, but that's what Atlanta fans do. If I were giving Atlanta a grade right now, to be honest with you, I feel like they've done a C- job. That's just my honest opinion. What's one player that played for the NFC East, past or present, who'd won on the Eagles? Mine's Sean Taylor paired with Dawkins. I would want Strahan. Ooh, it's a good one. Strahan from the Giants. From the Cowboys, I would want Jason Witten, old Jason Witten. And from the Washington Redskins, I would want... There hasn't been that many dynamic players. Trent Williams from the Washington Redskins. I like Wentz, Lawrence McLaurin, yeah. Let me see something. Gordon decided with the Broncos. Yeah, Melvin Gordon, I saw. I kind of wanted Melvin Gordon. That's a shame. He needs to retire for life after football. I agree. Do you like Jalen Reynolds? Not really. His wife is annoying. Yes, he does. Did you see his highlights last season? He still produced great fit for a 1-year deal. I mean, they gave him a 1-year deal, so it's a prove-it deal, but you're not going to get much out of him. He'll probably rack up at most 800 yards a season and 5 touchdowns, which is good for a 1-year deal. But at 25, with his power and with his talent that he had in the past, he should be a 1,000-yard running back, and he's just not that anymore. He should be a 1,000-yard running back with over 10 combined touchdowns, and he's not that anymore. Gurley's knees have been bad since Georgia. Yeah, and they're toast now. They're absolutely toast. Fowler, 11.5 sacks last season. Gurley, 15 touchdowns. So what are you talking about? What am I talking about? Gurley has arthritis. You never know what he's going to do. And 800 yards. I just told you that he's going to get 800 yards. And he's a guy that needs to be over 10 combined touchdowns, which last year he had 15 rushing. So that's a good step. But I told you he's going to decline every single year now because his knees are getting worse and worse and worse. So 1-year prove-it deal, maybe it's not so bad, but I wouldn't call it a great move. As for Fowler, 11.5 sacks last year, how much did that help? You have so many holes on your team, it's ridiculous. You just got rid of Trufant, who was getting older. Let's be honest here. And you just added a guy that, got 11.5 sacks, but where did the LA Rams go last year? They didn't go anywhere. So how much did that really help? I just want to hear a take. Why or why not? Does Pete Rose belong in the Hall of Fame? No. He cheated. He shouldn't belong in the Hall of Fame. I would want Dawkins, Ware, and Williams. Yeah, Ware was a great player. I forgot about him. You play fantasy football, Nitro? I do sometimes, not all the time. I don't know if I'm going to play this year, if there's even an NFL season. I don't know. Thoughts on free agency so far? For the Eagles, I'd give it a B. Browns are going to be a lot better this season. What tells you that? Because I don't see it. He completely crumbled the running back market. Yep. They overpaid for him, and people are shy on running backs now. Do you think Malcolm Jenkins can make the Saints better? We'll see. I mean, the Saints Let's face it, the Saints, they're going in decline. Everyone expected it, though. It is of Cardinals are making the playoffs this year. Do you think they're making the playoffs this year? Realistically, catalog, because you've seen a lot of Cardinals teams over the years. Do you think Kyler Murray is that good to carry this team to a playoff run? Because last year, I had my doubts about Kyler Murray because he played in the Big 12 going into the season. I thought he was a little bit too short, but he actually had a very good rookie season. So if he could be consistent on offense with the weapons you just acquired, I feel they can make a playoff run. Like truly, I do. I'm not gonna lie. I just want to hear what you say. They signed Jack Conklin and Austin Hooper. Yeah, Austin Hooper. Dude, I like you, but what you're saying makes no sense. How does it not make no sense? I literally just told you my opinion. I told you that Todd Gurley, everyone asked me if I wanted Todd Gurley on the Eagles. I was like, no, because of the knee problems. And who's your other running back? You just got rid of Freeman. You don't have Coleman anymore. Coleman went to San Fran last year. You don't have Freeman anymore, so you're going to rely on Todd Gurley to be your every down back with knee problems. Like that's common knowledge. It's common knowledge. Well, 29, to be honest with you, I told you Trufant is getting old. 29 is getting old, especially in the NFL. When you hit 30, you're an old player, no matter what position you are. If you're 30 as a running back, you're aging, all right? But you're getting old when you get to that 30 mark. Now, 29 years old, that's a number where you start getting into your, not twilight, but you're exiting your prime, all right? So you're getting into your twilight. Trufant, they moved on from because Trufant was there for a while, and they wanted to upgrade, and I don't know who they're going to upgrade with, but fuck if I know. Let me see. The Hopkins trade makes OBJ trade look good, I guess. Would you be happy? Would you be happy or meh if we traded OBJ for Yannick? I guess it depends on the value. So you're a Cleveland fan. I mean, I wouldn't be happy. I want Yannick. Oh, wait. No, I know what you're saying now. I was not reading it right. OBJ or Yannick? Who would I want more? I'd be happy with either. Yeah, I would be happy with either. Yeah, Falcons. I don't take the Falcons or their fans seriously after that choke job in the Super Bowl. I don't. I just rewatched that game just the other day. I watched all the highlights. They really choked that game away. I mean, you literally have to fuck up in the worst way possible to lose that game, and they did. The Patriots did everything right at the end of the game. They did both 2-point conversions. They got into prime position. They capitalized off a turnover. It's insane how badly the Falcons fucked up for the Patriots to win. The Falcons are never winning the Super Bowl. Like, I keep watching that game. I'm like, how the hell did the Patriots come back? The Falcons completely destroyed themselves. Like, nobody can do that. Like, it's just impossible. I think Gurley can be good as a second back, getting this 10 to 15 carries, but not an every down back. Yeah, they're going to use him as an every down back. That's what I'm trying to say. It pains me to say this, Nitro, but I've come to thinking the Eagles won't be good this year. We'll see. I mean, I said before free agency they'd be a 7-9 team and that they'd be a rebuilding type of team. But, they have made some decent moves. They got Darius Slay. They moved Mills to safety, and he's younger than Malcolm Jenkins, obviously, so maybe he'll be a little bit quicker. They bought in some good pass rushing from the Steelers. Cox won't. Hopefully, when Cox gets double teamed, he'll be able to get right through the line. And we'll see. I don't know. I'm not sure. The Falcons need to fire Dan Quinn. Yeah, they needed to fire him yesterday. Dan Quinn, once you got to look at the track record too. I mean, I'm not even close to a Falcons fan, but I'm a football fan. You have to look at the track record. Lost the Super Bowl in the worst way possible. Then you lose to the Eagles with their backup quarterback when the backup quarterback, let's face it, wasn't playing that great of a game, and we pretty much handed you the game. You lose that game. Then you completely missed out on the playoffs the next year. You're going down a decline. It doesn't get better from there. You got rid of Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan was the reason why that offense was so explosive. Dan Quinn's not a good football coach. I don't know why he's still there. You're just declining. Like Arthur Blank must really hate that team. Like he really must not care about winning. He's the next Dan Snyder. Is Bucks Super Bowl or bust in the next 2 seasons? I think so. I mean, you just got Tom Brady. So Johnny Two Hands at the 21st pick in the NFL draft. If Nitro gets to realistically pick a player who might be in the range of that draft, who do you want? Who's your dream player in that position of the draft? That position. Justin Jefferson from LSU. I feel like he would land there, and I feel like that's the dream pick that I'd want because I feel like that guy has the whole package, and he just won a national title. That's who I want. What else? Giants and Cowboys making some nice moves too. Giants have a good draft pick. You know, it pains me to say this too, but I think the Giants can be better next year. You know, all they can go is up from this point forward, and they're putting together a decent team now. If Daniel Jones can fix his fumbling problems, they have a good quarterback there. I just hope he never fixes it. Your backup QB played better than Wentz has ever played. In those games, I'd have to agree. Bucks tickets are already getting sold out. Yeah, that's what a bandwagon does. You think we should add another running back, or do you think we're good where we're at? I think we should add another running back. I really do. I'm not going into the season as Miles Sanders being my number one. I'm just not doing it. A lot of people like Miles Sanders. They like his versatility, how he's versatile. The thing about Miles Sanders is he lacks the power, and you need that one power back that goes downhill and just smashes you right in the mouth. And that's not what Miles Sanders is. You know, he's very versatile. He could catch passes out of the backfield. I like that, but you need a power back. And that's something you need to probably look forward to in the draft because right now you're going into the season with Miles Sanders, and Boston Scott. I like Boston Scott, but let's face it, he's not what you think he is. He's just not. You need to go into the season with an actual power back. Who do you think will get Tua, and who do you think will get Herbert? I think Miami will get Tua. And as for Herbert, I think he'll be – let me think. Who needs a quarterback? Do you trust Drew Lock if you're the Broncos? Get back to me on that one. I don't know. Would be inclined if this draft don't work to move Howie just to strictly money management and bring in a new GM and try for GM for roster and draft. True GM for roster and draft. I wanted to keep Joe Douglas, to be honest with you, but that didn't happen. People only like Miles Sanders because they think he's like Saquon Barkley. He's not. He's not. No one's like Saquon Barkley. Why? Because he was his backup at Penn State? No, he's not bad. Miles Sanders isn't bad. I just don't think he's a number one. That's a good name. Chargers get Herbert. Broncos reportedly love Locke. I like Locke too. I'm not going to lie. What the? Get those fucking shakers. Trying to hear this. That's funny. Yeah, my friend's shaker just broke for the gym, although he can't really go to the gym right now, so he had to use one of those dressing can, the one of the dressing shakers, and it is the funniest thing to look at. That's what I was laughing at. But guys, we are hitting an hour already. We'll see how long we could go with this. But an hour? It's been quick. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. As you guys are in here, you know what to do. Hit that thumbs up button. Our goal is 25 likes by the end of the stream, whenever it ends. It could be 5 hours, it could be 2 hours. Don't know. But I'm just here to entertain myself and you guys. So, yeah, do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel and share it around for me. Thank you guys so much, and I love you. Okay, what else do we got here? Yeah. Tom Brady being on a different team this year is going to be so fucking strange. You know what was strange for me? I'm not even going to lie to you. What was strange for me was seeing the Wikipedia page and seeing Tom Brady and then going a little bit, scrolling down a little bit and seeing Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That was weird in itself. Because I'm like, it's the most random ass team you can go to. It like really is. Like you're with a dynasty with the New England Patriots, and then you go to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who haven't won since 2002. So it's weird. It's really weird, but it's something that I guess it was bound to happen, and apparently it was. Let me see something real quick. Oh God. And we hit our first hour. Right. That's interesting. Although I'm confident in Carson Wentz, I think Daniel Jones has a lot of potential, and that scares me. Like you said, I hope he doesn't fix his fumbling. Yeah, Carson Wentz fumbles the ball a lot. But the thing about Daniel Jones is Daniel Jones fumbles it every single game. And, if he doesn't fix that, he's going to have a lot of problems in his career. Now, if he does fix it, I feel like Daniel Jones could be one of the more balanced QBs in the league down the road. The Bucks games weren't even packed. I've been to a game before because Miami is 4 hours from Miami. They're not. They weren't packed because, number one, football isn't as big down there as you think it is. And number two, who cares about Tampa Bay? Like, who cares? Do I like Andre Dillard? No, not really. Who do you think replaces Brady on the Pats? I'm going to go off on a limb and say either Jameis Winston or their backup that they have right now, whoever it is. Thoughts on Hargrave? I think he's going to be good. My friend who's a Steelers fan said he's solid. So I got to go with that. Thank God football doesn't start for a while with all this corona going around and canceling shit. Yep. NFL has a leg up. Oh, boy. Hey, we back. What's up, Darius? How you doing? I'm trying to figure out what time I should go over to my friend's house tonight. Because we're having this one time thing where we party until we get this lockdown. So it's going to be pretty interesting. Okay, last time the Buccaneers I possibly believe that's scripted. Oh, that's an interesting comment, so I'll show it. Everyone will read that one. All right, Nicholas Paz says Tampa Bay is nice though. Beaches are awesome. I've been to Tampa Bay before. It's pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie, but the thing about Tampa Bay is like when it comes to the Buccaneers, you're not gonna get great fans until they're good. And they haven't been good in a while. When was the last time they were good? In 2000 with Garcia? I think that was the last time they were good. But yeah, Tampa's all right. God damn. Yeah, 2007 was our last playoff season. Do I think Antonio Brown's going to Tampa? It's a possibility because Tom Brady wanted to play with him. Bet on the Bucks in the NFC Championship game, easy money. You think they're going to win the NFC Championship game with a 43-year-old quarterback? I don't know about that one. Zach Ertz for Julio Jones. Yeah, in a heartbeat. I would do Zach Ertz for Julio Jones in 2 seconds. I really would. And there's 20 people in here right now. I think that's a tops. Wow. Welcome to the stream. Hit that thumbs up button for me and smash the subscribe button. How do you see the NFC South playing out? I see. Oh God, I see the Saints winning the division. I see Atlanta coming in third. I see Tampa Bay coming in second since they have Brady. because they'll get at least 10 wins. And I see, the fuck's the other team? Oh, I see Carolina being last. I put that shit on Facebook Live. You stood at Walmart for 6 hours. 6 hours at Walmart for toilet paper? Jesus Christ. How can you live with yourself? Wow. Trust me, there's more places that give out toilet paper, bro. You didn't have to stand there for 6 hours. That's ridiculous. Like, come on, that's ridiculous. Standing in line for toilet paper for 6 hours. Like, come on. I'd say Tampa goes 11-5. And we'll see. I mean, he's a 43-year-old quarterback that's learning another system. He's going down to a new setting. It's warm weather all the time. I understand that. It's gonna rain, but to be honest with you, I don't even think they make the playoffs. I really don't. Where do you live, Jeff? That's ridiculous. That's insane. I'm already good with food and toilet paper. Screw this coronavirus. There you go. I really wish we drafted DK, but we wanted JJ wrong side. I wanted DK from the jump, and we didn't get him. It's a shame. Flushable wipes. Yeah, anything. Like, literally anything. People are going crazy. People are hoarders. It's disgusting. Just got here, and I'm excited about the Eagles getting Darius Slay. Good move. Yeah, it was a good move. Oh, you live in California. That's why. They're going into lockdown anyway. So, get what you can. I just think people are obnoxious for no reason. Tom is the face of the NFL. He'll get it done. Don't be naive. You won't get it done. You won't. Tom's old, dude. Tom's very old. He couldn't even beat a Miami team. He couldn't beat Miami at home, and he couldn't beat the Tennessee Titans. What's the best thing to eat at an Eagles game? Nothing. There's nothing to eat at the Link. Literally nothing. Like all the food stands have pretzels, bad pizza, cheesesteaks from Tony Luke's that are like third grade. Like, there's nothing good to eat at the Link at all. How much did the Eagles pay in Slay? Let me get this right. Hold on. I got to look it up. Because off the top of my head, I have no idea. I know it's a lot, though. Darius Slay. Let's look this up. I don't want to get it wrong. 3-year deal worth $50 million with $30 million guaranteed. So that means that is upwards of almost $17 million a year. That is ridiculous. But we had to pay somebody. I like J-Jaw. He'll prove the haters wrong in 2020. I think he stinks. Yo, Nitro, do you think people underestimate how good our weapons are because Wentz lost back-to-back? Looked lost back there. I don't know. I don't know. Am I happy with Slay? Yeah, why not? I still want a Byron Jones, but what are you gonna do? Slay's a good second option. I feel like we paid Slay a little bit too much though. Now that I look at it, Tom is an average QB at this point in his career. Yeah, he's 43 years old. He's old. Very old. Do I think the Cowboys will resign Prescott? It depends if Prescott gives in to the demands. I don't think the Cowboys are going to overpay for him. I think they're playing a ransom. That's what I'm doing. That has to be number one QB CB money, right? Yeah, it is. It is number one CB money. If he doesn't perform, it's going to be another bad contract. How am I handling quarantine? I'm not in quarantine. I'm I'm in the house right now, but my friend actually is throwing like kind of a last hurrah party tonight because, according to the governor of the state of New Jersey, we may be starting lockdown on Sunday. So that's why he's doing it. I'm not in quarantine though. Mike McCarthy is so overrated. He stinks. He's not overrated. He stinks. Thoughts on Jared Goff? He's okay. He's not. He's nothing special. He's okay. Hmm. Interesting. Does Mark Holmes actually believe the stuff he says? I think he does. That's gross. Hmm. Interesting. Oh boy. Is it just me, or has Aaron Rodgers been bad for 2 years now? I wouldn't say he's been bad, but they definitely don't have the talent around him. Like when you saw it during the Eagles game when we beat them, when Devontae Adams came out of the game, he struggled a lot more. When Devontae Adams was in there, it was his main target, and they shredded us. I just think it's when the talent's in there, he thrives, and when it's not, he looks old. It's just how it is. How does the NFC East play out this year? Eagles smoking everyone? I don't see that. No, I don't. Not with the team we currently have. You better stock up on bread. Apparently, folks want that too. I don't really eat bread, so, or at least I stopped. So that's a good thing. Um, is there any Pup USA spot? I don't know what that is. Who's better, Golf or Dak? Golf. Devontae Adams is basically Green Bay's only amazing wide receiver. Yep. Yep. He's basically their only wide receiver. What do I think about Philly Sports Talk Radio? I personally think it stinks, but what do I know? Top three food in the world. Okay. You and I took a pick at the Falcons Eagles divisional title game 2 years ago. We still have it. Oh, you still have it? Nice. It must have been. Where was this? Was this at when I was talking with EDP? I'm trying to think. Because I was sitting in section 111. I was trying to think. Have you been to Ruth's Chris? No, I haven't. Can't say I have. Boom, boom. Interesting. Who do you think is the worst on sports talk radio, Philly or national? Philly's pretty bad. Yeah, I have to go Philly. Philly's horrible. What's your top 5 favorite chain restaurants? Taco Bell's my number one fast food joint. Um, Chain restaurants? Whew. It's a good one. I'll get back to you on that one. What do you think of this Eagles wide receiving core? D-Jack number 1, 2 Robbie Anderson, and 3 Justin Jefferson. If I'm going to be honest with you, I don't really like that list of how you put it. I would not do Deshaun Jackson as a number 1. I don't like Robbie Anderson. He's too inconsistent. Justin Jefferson, that would be my dream pick at number 21. I would put Justin Jefferson in there, but that leaves you with a number 1. I would make Deshaun Jackson a number 3. Man, we really need to trade for a wide receiver. I know Alshon Jeffrey's still technically here, but I know he's not going to be. So we have to replace him with somebody. So I don't know. Pat Mahomes is going to be a Hall of Famer. I think he will be, yeah. It's early, but he has a Super Bowl. Interesting. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Cheesecake Factory, On the Border, Yard House, Olive Garden, Red Robin. Oh, I hate Red Robin. Red Robin's one of the worst for me. So what are you guys doing this weekend? Anything fun? Anything special? Is there anything that you can do now or can't do now that we have this bullshit going on? Because quite frankly, I'm still going to my friend's house, but I just it does suck. I'm not gonna lie to you. It does suck a lot. Which station is worse? Oh God, the Fanatic. The Fanatic's way worse than WIP. Yeah, Snoop is a pothead. I agree. That's all he is. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try to do the best I can this weekend, but I just I don't know. I don't know. Man. Trade our first round pick, Derek Barnett, Alshon Jeffrey, in exchange for the Cards' first round pick. Way too much. Way too much. The Texans get the biggest F in free agency. I agree. Bill O'Brien's a schmuck. All right, guys, an hour and 20 minutes in. I think I pretty much summed up everything. It was a good stream. It was a decent stream. not as many people as I thought would be in here, but you know what? There are some other Eagles video makers that are bigger than me doing some things right now. So I guess I'll create my own time slot one time, and then maybe we'll get more people in here and ask more questions. But you know, it is what it is. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. On your way out, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel, and yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I really, really appreciate everyone that supports this channel, tunes in, asks the questions, responses, everything you do, even the trolls. I appreciate every single one of you, and yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys later.